up, YouTube? It's Ashley. I'm on my way to work right now. It's Wednesday, July 7th, 2016. And my heart is heavy. By this point, everybody has heard about the shootings that have taken place yesterday. In the past couple of days, basically. There was one on Tuesday night. Alton Sterling, 37-year-old man in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, was shot and killed by 2 policemen, shot 6 times for being outside selling CDs outside of a store that he had permission to be at. Another man was killed yesterday, July 6th. His name was Philando, Castile, in Falcon Heights, Minnesota. He was shot 4 to 5 times by a cop for reaching for his license and registration as the police officer directed him to. He let the police officer know that he did have a gun on him, but he was licensed to carry. His girlfriend actually went on Facebook Live after the shooting and told the story of what was happening, and the police officer still had his gun pointed at the car. You know, these are just things that continue to happen, and they happen unfairly. And I think the thing that really disturbs the African American community and any minority, because this happens to all minorities, is that police officers are never held accountable for their actions. I was actually watching an interview that Hot 97 did, and Peter Rosenberg was talking to a police officer, and he said something that really resonated with me. He said the reason why people don't trust all cops is because the good ones never stand up and admit when the bad ones did something wrong. And I totally agree. When I watched the video or the live stream that Philando Castile's girlfriend did, the police officer was freaking out. And that tells me that he's not equipped to handle that type of situation. He's really, really, really not. That also tells me that there are certain protocol, and I really believe that there's certain directions that need to be given to police officers in order for them to de-escalate situations in the manner that they don't result in someone dying. And that's the biggest issue. When you combine that with the racism that this country is plagued with, it just doesn't look good. And it's hard to trust police officers when no one is standing up and saying that this is wrong. The message that we're getting is that, oh, this is okay. So if you know that somebody did something wrong and you support them and you don't stand up and say that it's wrong, then you're just like them. So how can I trust any of you guys if you never stand up against the ones that are wrong? I don't. The system itself is just built on a bunch of bullshit. I really feel like people don't care when things don't pertain to them. And this is something that we all do. But it always happens to us. When it's situations with white people, police officers are able to de-escalate these type of situations all the time. All the time. So why is it every time when it's the same situation with a black person, they end up getting shot or beat or taken to jail? But if it was a situation with a white person, they could de-escalate it in a manner where it may not even result in any of that. That's what we mean by racism. Even if he didn't get killed, if it was the same type of situation and the black man ends up getting handcuffed, or they talk to him for too long, or It's a different situation scenario than they would handle it if it was a white person. That's racism. So you can't sit here and tell me that, oh, he shouldn't have reached, or, oh, you know, he was resisting. When they talk about the guy in Baton Rouge, when they talk about Alton Sterling, he was resisting. He wasn't doing anything. All he asked was, what did I do? What did we do? What did we do? All we did was be born in the way that we are. That's all we did. Being black in America, it's not easy, and I don't even know if things are ever going to change. I thank God that in this day and age we do have social media and these camera phones and live streams, because, oh, you're going to be aware of what's going on. And it's going to take that one time that the cop actually gets indicted. Just one time. One time. Every 28 hours they say that this happens. So we have the Alton Sterling situation and then Philando Castile, and it was right on schedule. Right on schedule. So I just wanted to come and say my piece about this and say, you know, be safe out there, and a change has to come. Something has to happen. My prayers are with the families. My prayers are with all of you guys. And we have the power to fight back. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely down to do whatever we gotta do. Peace and positive vibes.